May I come in? Assalamu alaikum.
Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Mohammed Aamir,
Yes, sir.
are you fine, comfortable?
Yes, sir.
We are going to interview you. We will all. So, can you give the profile of your district, Peshawar?
Sir, District Peshawar is the capital of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It is located in the northwest region along the Khyber Pass. Its historical importance is very great as it was the capital of Gandharan civilization. Plus, it is one of the oldest developed cities in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and the trade routes that used to conduct trade with Central Asia and subcontinent used to stay in Peshawar. And there is a bazaar known as Kisakhani Bazaar, which is famous for the storytellings of the traders who used to trade with Central Asia and subcontinent. And furthermore, sir, the population, according to the census 2017, population of Peshawar is 3.35 million, with 55% of the literacy rate, and so that's it.
Pakistan is facing acute debt management problems.
Yes, sir.
Why? First, tell us, what does this mean? Debt management. What does this mean?
Sir, actually, the debt management is the loans that we have taken. We are not able to repay that debts, both on external fronts and internal fronts. From internal front, we have acquired loans from the commercial banks as well as the state bank, and on the external front, we have taken loans from the international financial institutions like the IMF, the World Bank, and similarly some other countries like China, USA, and Saudi Arabia. So Pakistan is actually facing acute problem in repaying those debts. So that is causing our problem in debt repayments.
What can you tell us about the Senate of Pakistan? How it functions? What is its role? How they are elected members? How many are there?
Sir, the Senate of Pakistan is the upper house of the parliament. The membership is about 104, which will be reduced to 96 after the senators of the FATA gets retired. And then, sir, it has a role in the legislation. For example, if a legislation or a bill is to be made a law, it has to pass both from the National Assembly and from the Senate. The tenure of the senators is 6 years, who are representatives of the states or the provinces in the Senate. So each province has equal representation in the Senate, 23 seats of each province. And similarly, there are some, I think, 4 seats for women, which are reserved seats. And then we have some, I think, for minorities as well. I'm not sure about it, sir.
Can it be dissolved?
No, sir, Senate can't be dissolved.
Why Pakistan is lagging behind in the field of sports, particularly squash and hockey? Pakistan used to be world champions. There are a number of world tournaments Pakistan has won. But why? What's wrong with the hockey and squash?
Sir, actually, there is a need of the state is not giving its due consideration to these sports. All of our concentrations are focused mainly on cricket because it is more commercialized sports nowadays, and plus the population or the demographic of Pakistan, it also supports cricket more than any other sports. So I think these sports need some consideration for them to be revived again.
But it used to be like that. Liking for cricket is there for the last so many years, but at the same time, in those days, hockey, Pakistan was very good in the field of hockey, in squash. Don't you think there's something wrong with the management, the way the things are being managed?
Sir, I think there is a problem in management because if we see the facilities that are provided to the squash or for that matter to the hockey, sorry sir, These facilities are not up to the mark, which due to which we are not producing great players like we used to Jansher Khan or Jangir Khan and Sohail Abbas in hockey. So I think these facilities are lacking, due to which we are not producing such great players nowadays.
What do you think the police uh, has a coercive mindset?
Sir, there is a perception about it that the police use some coercive methods, and there is like certain truth about it as well, as we have seen that they, in order to get the confession of the culprit, they use some coercive measures in the custody. So I think there is a certain reality about it that police uses.
Why it has not been able to get rid of it?
Sir, I think the police department needs some reforms, some trainings on these grounds, like the investigation and the interrogation process is not that much efficient in Pakistan. So I think if we are able to reform these and we are able to provide the training to the police officers in this regard, so I think the coercive measures can be reduced.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSP पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी। Register now at 0316 570 1593.
There are many reforms contained in the Police Order 2002 to improve the working of the police. What can you tell us about those measures which are there in the Police Order 2002?
Sir, in Police Order 2002, it was said that police will perform on the democratic norms or democratic needs of the people, and plus their efficiency was also, they have to increase their efficiency in those reforms as well. But that those reforms could not be implemented in true spirit.
What are those reforms? What are those measures? Some novel measures have been introduced. They are contained in Police Order 2002.
Sir, actually, I'm not able to recall them.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, no problem. What do you mean by sixth extinction?
Sixth extension, sir.
Sixth extinction.
Extinction. Sir, I have read about it, but I cannot recall it right now. I think there is like it is about the extinction of the species.
Yes, you're right. But what more about it? What is
Sir,
more? There is a lot more about it.
Sir, I will look at it. I'm not able to recall it now.
How will PAS is your first choice? How will you get rid of Patwari culture?
Sir, I think Patwari culture, we can get rid of it through digitalization, through making the land records computerized. In this way, we can actually get rid of it. But nowadays, Patwari is the need of the time because they have all those land records, and they actually know the ground situation. They are on the grassroots level, they are working, and they are able to.
Apart from digitalization, this of the record, what other you can think of in this regard? You'll be the deputy commissioner. You'll have to rein in the Patwari. You have to control. You supervise the work, his work. Get it supervised more closely, and things of that sort. Okay.
Muhammad Aamir, you are a graduate of Bacha Khan University.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me who was Bacha Khan and what was his role?
Ma'am, Bacha Khan was a Pashtun nationalist, a leader who hailed from the Charsada district, and his philosophy was based on mainly the non-violence, and he was the proponent of Greater Pashtunistan to reunite the Pashtuns of KP, Balochistan, and Afghanistan into a separate state known as Pashtunistan. So for that, he struggled and he formed a social party as well, known as the Khudai Khidmatgar, who actually worked for the education of the Pashtuns mainly. For that, he also established some education institutions in the erstwhile NWFP.
Your second option is police service.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about Thana culture? What is Thana culture?
Thana culture, ma'am, I'm not able to comprehend it like,
Your third option is Foreign Service of Pakistan.
yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me hierarchy of an embassy?
I think there are the ambassadors, the high commissioners, and the attaches working in the embassies. And actually, I will look at it. I am not able to answer it.
You have no favorite personalities?
No, ma'am, actually, not have.
So tell me why nations fail.
Madam, according to this book,
Not according to this book, according to you.
when there are actually multiple reasons of failing a nation. First of all, if there is like authoritarianism or absence of democracy, or the institutions that are required to run a state, if they are not allowed to perform in their ambit independently, then that can actually lead for a state to fail. Plus, there are some economic issues as well. If the industrial base or the export base of a nation is not vigilant enough, then they actually weakens the economy of a state, and the state eventually fails. Like we have seen in case of Sri Lanka, which actually defaulted on external loans. They were not able to pay their loans. Similarly, if the state doesn't have a strong army, and there are security risks, like in case of Pakistan, we have multiple security risks. If our army was not strong enough, we would have failed earlier. So I think there are these reasons.
Join CSPs, where we believe that your dreams are our mission. So let us be your partners in this transformative journey as we equip you with knowledge, confidence, and resilience required to emerge as CSS toppers. Contact us on our given WhatsApp number 0316-570-1593 or visit our website www.csps.com.pk.
And your favorite sport is football. Tell me about the recent World Cup.
The recent World Cup was played in Qatar, won by Argentina. The final was between France and Argentina. It was held in Qatar. Actually, Qatar became the first Muslim state to host a FIFA World Cup.
There was a lot of criticism on Qatar human rights situation.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that such issues should be involved in sports?
No, ma'am. I think sports should be separated from politics or certain issues. Actually, we should not politicize sports, as it is very dangerous for the sports to survive. Sports should be separated from politics.
Thank you very much.
Aamir, would you like to tell me the name of 3 prominent leaders of Pakistan movement from KPK?
Sir, there was Bacha Khan.
He was not the part of Pakistan movement.
Sir, there was Abdul Qayyum Khan, who became the first CM of NWFP.
Achha, tell me, what was the difference between education philosophy of Aligarh movement and Khudai Khidmat Guzar?
Sir, actually, Aligarh movement was based on its philosophy was that we Muslims should acquire Western education, as it was the need of the time. The British India was under the British, and in order to comply with that system, we needed to have a Western education as well. As far as the Khudai Khidmatgar is concerned, they mainly based their philosophy on religious education and for some social changes.
What was the result of Indian election 1946?
Sir, in Indian election 1946, Muslim League performed quite well. It was able to form its ministries in Bengal and Sindh. Plus, it entered in alliance with the Unionist Party of Punjab as well. So actually, it performed pretty well if we compared its performance with the 1937 elections, in which Muslim League couldn't get considerable seats even in the Muslim majority areas.
My last question is that how the member of first constituent assembly was chosen,
Sir,
because there was no election in 1947.
Sir, the members who won actually the 1946 elections, they made the Constituent Assembly, the Legislative Assembly, and the Constituent Assembly was elected from that assembly, and some members were were also appointed from outside. So basically, it were 79 members in Constituent Assembly.
Thank you.
Aamir, you read political science
Yes, sir.
as your option subject. What did you know about the philosophical anarchism?
Sorry, sir.
You don't know? Okay, can you name any book written by Al-Farabi?
Sir, Al-Farabi actually wrote the commentaries on the
Name any
political
commentary?
thoughts of Plato and Aristotle.
Plato and Aristotle.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you name any book written by Al-Mawardi?
Sir, I can't recall it now.
Give your career a boost with CSS PMS preparation from Civil Services Preparatory School. Join CSS PMS for on-campus and online classes. Join us for your bright future. Civil Services Preparatory School, Markaz, Islamabad. Register now at 0316 570 1593.
Okay, you read political philosophy of Plato. He
Yes.
propounded an idea of communism,
Yes, sir.
and Karl Marx also propounded idea of communism.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference of these two ideas of communism?
Sir, the idea of communism of Plato was based on property, family, and wives as well. He said that for the philosopher kings, there should be no private property and no family.
And Marx was saying.
Marx actually was against the private property. He didn't say anything about the communism
So,
of
what is
family.
the major difference you see in these two communisms?
Sir, Marx communism was mainly based on the economics,
Fine.
and Plato went from economics to social as well. Like he was against the family structure.
Okay, you must have read System of Checks and Balance. Can you elaborate how this system of checks and balance works in executive branch of United States of America?
Sir, the executive branch of the United States is actually the president. So president, the legislature and the judiciary has certain checks on the president. Like the legislature, if a president sign a treaty or appoints someone on the post, it has to be ratified from the Senate as well.
Who wrote Declaration of Independence in United States of America?
Sir, this was Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. When he became the president?
He became in president in 1803.
1803. Can you tell us when British as a mother colony imposed or introduced Navigation Act in American colonies?
Sir, if I'm allowed to have a guess, it was, I think, in 1764.
1764. And when happened 7 Years' War?
7-year war was from 1753 to 1765 or 4. Like.
When first constitutional convention happened in American colonies?
Sir, it happened in 1775
Is it constitutional convention?
or 1787, I guess.
Let's read criminology. What is the link between Code Hammurabi and Indian Penal Code?
Sorry, sir, I have no idea.
Did you know about theories of punishment?
Sir, I think I know it.
You didn't read? Okay, you read gender studies. What impact you see of French Revolution on the rise of feminism?
Sir, French Revolution actually it added or it provided a background for democracy to flourish. So when democracy flourished, it actually gave right to every individual, including the women. So after that, women started demanding their rights.
Okay, my last question is, what concluded in the second roundtable conference?
Sir, second roundtable conference, actually Gandhi came and he participated in, he boycotted the first roundtable conference and in second. But in overall, if we see that three roundtable conferences, they actually failed to bear any fruits.
They failed.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Muhammad Aamir.
Your interview is over. कैसे परफॉर्म किया आपने?
सर मुझे लगता है ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं किया.
अच्छा, सही आपने किया. नॉलेज गैप है आपका.
Yes, sir.
काफ़ी नॉलेज गैप है. You didn't know anything about police reforms का पता नहीं, फिर जो है डेट सर्विसिंग वगैरह के बारे में भी आपका पैची था. ये स्पोर्ट्स की बात की तो उधर भी आपका जवाब सेटिस्फैक्टरी नहीं था. तो बाकी भी पैनल सवाल किए, उनके जवाब कईयों के आपके ठीक नहीं थे. तो नॉलेज गैप है, इसको जो है ट्राई टू फिल दिस गैप. और आप जब बात कर रहे होते हैं तो अपनी ज़रा आवाज़ को थोड़ा सा जो है ना इसको और थोड़ा ऊंचा करें. आप ज़रा बड़ी मध्यम आपकी जो है होती है आवाज़, इसको थोड़ा सा इसका जो टोन को जो है इंक्रीज करें और एनर्जी पैदा करें उसमें. मतलब ट्राई टू एनर्जाइज इट. शीशे के सामने खड़ा होकर ना प्रैक्टिस करें, अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल को बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश करें. और ये जो हैंड मूवमेंट को भी अवॉइड करें. आप बहुत ज़्यादा जो है ना हाथों को जो है इस्तेमाल करते रहें, घुमाते रहें. इस चीज़ को अवॉइड करें. ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
हाँ, नॉलेज गैप है आपका काफ़ी है. ठीक.
जी सर, इंशाल्लाह.
ऑल द बेस्ट.
Muhammad Aamir, you have a good personality. You have communication skills. लेकिन जैसे उन्होंने कहा, अगर आपकी वॉइस में कन्विक्शन नहीं है, स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, तो वो आपका इम्पैक्ट कम हो जाता है. हम यहाँ आपकी नुक्ताचीनी के लिए नहीं हैं, आपकी गाइडेंस के लिए. तो जब आप अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दें, उसको आप एक पेजर पहले प्रैक्टिस करें. एक पेजर लिखें, सिर्फ वो चीज़ें लिखें जिनको आप डिफेंड कर सकते हैं. और शीशे के आगे प्रैक्टिस करें कि डू यू लुक इम्प्रेसिव, डू यू लुक कन्विंस्ड इनफ अबाउट योर सेल्फ, बिकॉज यू आर मार्केटिंग योर सेल्फ. टू मार्केट योर सेल्फ यू शुड बी फोकस, क्योंकि जो आप उधर बातें कहेंगे उसी पे आपके सवाल आएंगे. ठीक है. फेवरेट पर्सनालिटी क्यों पूछी जाती है? वो ये जानने के लिए कि एक तो आप जैसा कहते हैं यू आर एन एविड रीडर, बुक रीडिंग आप बहुत करते हैं. क्या क्या पर्सनालिटीज ने आप पे इन्फ्लुएंस किया है? तो आप किसी वैक्यूम में तो नहीं पैदा हुए बड़े हुए कि आप पे कोई शख्सियत ने काम ना किया हो. इंस्पिरेशंस आपकी होंगी, खासकर जब आप इतनी किताबें पढ़ते हैं जो आप यहाँ क्लेम कर रहे हैं. सो चूज अ पर्सनैलिटी, अ न्यूट्रल पर्सनैलिटी, स्टडी अ लॉट अबाउट इट, ताकि जो भी सवाल पूछा जाए उसके बारे में आप उसका जवाब दे सकें. क्योंकि उससे पैनल आपको असेस कर रहा है, आपके ट्रेट्स को स्टडी कर रहा है. यहाँ पे जो CSS में भी होता है, वो आपको एज अ कैंडिडेट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट सर्विस ले रहे हैं. सो आप में क्या वो ट्रेट्स हैं दैट यू कैन सर्व योर कंट्री इन द गवर्नमेंट. फिर जो आप इधर प्रेफरेंसेस देते हैं, उनके हियरार्की, उनका सारा सिस्टम आपको थॉरो नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. ना आपको पुलिस का पता है, ना आपको फॉरेन सर्विस का पता है, ना आपको एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का. तो इट पुट्स यू ऑन अ बैक फुट. बाकी माशाल्लाह आप काबिल हो, अच्छी पर्सनालिटी है, थोड़ी मेहनत करो, आइडिया हो गया जो आपके नॉलेज गैप है, वर्क ऑन इट. आई एम श्योर यू विल डू मच बेटर. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.
अच्छा आमिर, एक तो थोड़ा सा आगे होकर बैठो, पीछे टेक नहीं लेंगे, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. यस. और दूसरा ना, चीज़ों को थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो. जैसे मैम ने आपको बताया है, यू कैन गेट वेरी गुड मार्क्स. बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आ सकते हैं आपके. बाकी ठीक है.
ویل عامر آپ کا آپشنس میں تھوڑا سا نالج کا گیپ جو ویزیبل اب یو بلانگس ٹو سبجیکٹ پولیٹیکل سائنس آپ نے پڑھی ہوئی ہے ماسٹرس میں,
جی سر.
اس کو آنسر نہ کرنا جو ہے یہ تو بڑا سیریس کنسرن ہوتا ہے کیونکہ وہ آپ کا سبجیکٹ رہا ہے جس میں آپ نے ڈگری کی ہوئی ہے. تو ان کو آپشنل کے سبجیکٹس کو جو آپ نے نوٹس بنائے نا جن سے آپ نے پڑھا ہوا ہے سی ایس ایس کی تیاری,
جی سر.
انہیں کو دوبارہ ایک مرتبہ پڑھیں, ریوائز کریں, ریڈنگ کریں ان کی, ٹھیک ہے. اس سے آپ کی یو وڈ بی ان اے بیٹر پوزیشن ٹو آنسر دا کوسچنس. میک سم سارٹ آف ڈسکشن ود ادر پیپلس دوز belongs to these subjects. Again, this would put you in a better position to answer the questions in a very articulated form. تو ان چیزوں کو آپ دیکھیں اور اپنی ٹون کو تھوڑا سا اپنے ایریا کے کوشچن آئے تو بڑا ایک اچھی انرجی کے ساتھ ان کو آنسر کریں, ٹھیک ہے. تھینک یو.
اللہ حافظ.
کوشش کرو, ٹھیک ہے.
تھینک یو سر.